Small talk may sound simple, but it is one of the hardest skills in English. Most learners avoid it. But here is my challenge for you. Stay with me in this lesson, practice step by step, and by the end, you will master 50 powerful small talk starters, ready to use anywhere in the world. Hello, friends. Welcome to English Unleashed now. My name is Ahmed. Today we will do something fun and very useful. We are going to practice small talk. Small talk means short, friendly conversations. It is what we say to strangers. It is how we start talking to people we don't know. It is how we make friends. It is how we connect. Small talk is not about deep topics. It is about breaking the ice. It is about starting a simple conversation. It is about feeling comfortable with new people. In this lesson, I will take you with me through my whole day. We will talk to strangers in many places. In a cafe, on a train, at a conference, in a park, at the gym, in a restaurant, even at the airport. I will show you more than 50 small talk starters. Listen carefully. Repeat after me. Practice shadowing my words. Are you ready? Let's begin. It is 8 in the morning. I walk into my favorite coffee shop. There is a long line. I smile at the person next to me. He has a laptop bag. I say, busy morning, isn't it? He laughs. He says, yes, I'm already tired and it's only 8. I ask, do you come here often? He says, almost every day. They make the best cappuccino. I reply, I love the smell of fresh coffee. He nods and says, what do you usually order? I answer, latte, always. We both reach the counter. While waiting, I ask, are you heading to work? He says, yes, I work at the tech company down the street. I look out the window and say, the weather's nice today, isn't it? He smiles, finally some sunshine. Later, I take a train. I sit next to an older woman. She is reading a novel. I say, that book looks interesting. What is it about? She replies, it's a mystery, keeps me guessing. I ask, do you like reading on trains? She says, oh yes, it makes the time go faster. I ask, is this your usual route? She answers, yes, I visit my daughter every Wednesday. We look outside the window. I say, the countryside is beautiful, isn't it? She smiles, it really is. I love this view. Then I arrive at a small business conference. There are many people. I see a man standing alone. I say, hi, I don't think we've met yet. He replies, hello, I'm David. Nice to meet you. I ask, what brings you here today? He says, I'm here to learn about marketing trends. He asks me, have you been to this event before? I reply, no, first time, and you? He says, same here. We talk about the speaker. I say, the speaker was really good, wasn't he? He says, yes, very inspiring. Now let me ask you, what do you usually say to a stranger in a cafe? What question would you ask on a train? And what would you say if you meet someone at a conference? Think about it. If you know, comment below. I will read your answers. In the afternoon, I walk in the park. I sit next to a man with a dog. I say, your dog is so cute, what's his name? He replies, his name is Max. I ask, is he friendly with other dogs? He smiles, yes, very friendly. We talk more. I say, do you come here every day? He says, almost, it's his favorite place. Then he adds, it's a perfect day for a walk. I agree, absolutely. Not too hot, not too cold. In the evening, I go to the gym. I stretch next to someone. I ask, do you come here often? He says, 3 times a week, you? I reply, twice a week. I say, this class is harder than I expected. He laughs, tell me about it. My legs are shaking. I ask, how long have you been training? He says, about 6 months. I ask, do you have a favorite workout? He replies, I like cardio. What about you? I say, I prefer weights. At night, I go to a small restaurant. I sit at a shared table. I smile at a couple and say, the food smells amazing, doesn't it? They reply, oh yes, we are starving. I ask, have you tried this place before? They say, no, first time. They ask me for a menu recommendation. I say, the pasta is delicious. Then I ask, are you from around here? They say, yes, we live nearby. I smile, it's nice to meet new people like this. They reply, it really is. Next week, I travel for work. At the airport, I sit next to a man reading a magazine. I ask, are you traveling for business or holiday? He replies, business, you. I say, business too. I ask, is this your first time flying with this airline? He says, yes, I usually fly another one. He asks me, do you like flying? I reply, not really, but it's fast. I ask, where are you heading? He says, Berlin, and you? I reply, Rome. So my friends, that was more than 50 small talk starters. We use them in real situations. In a cafe, on a train, at a conference, in a park, at the gym, in a restaurant, and at the airport. Remember this. Small talk is not about deep answers. It is about starting a connection. It is about being friendly, open, and curious. Most people are happy to talk. They just need a little push. Next time you meet someone new, try one of these starters. Say it with a smile. Listen to their answer. Ask a question. Let the conversation grow. Now, I asked you 3 questions earlier. What do you usually say to a stranger in a cafe? What question would you ask on a train? And what would you say if you meet someone at a conference? If you know, comment below and share your answer. Thank you so much for learning with me. This is Ahmed, and you are watching English Unleashed now. Don't forget to subscribe, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.